Hi everybody. Welcome back to the ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the captivating drama unfolding in Port Charles as secrets, confrontations, and unexpected alliances take center stage on Wednesday, June. Hello guys. From Jason Morgan grappling with a turbulent crisis involving Carly Spencer to Alexis Davis navigating dangerous waters with money laundering suspicions, the residents of this beloved town are in for a whirlwind of emotions. Buckle up as we explore the intricate web of relationships, hidden truths, and shocking revelations that promise to keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Let's unpack each storyline with fresh perspectives, added depth, and imaginative twists that amplify the excitement of this iconic soap opera. Drama at the Quartermaine mansion, Gio's shocking intrusion. The Quartermaine mansion, a perennial hotbed of family chaos, becomes the backdrop for an explosive confrontation on this eventful day. Giovanni Joe Palmieri storms into a heated exchange between Brooklyn Quartermaine and her mother, Lois Trullo, alongside grandmother Gloria Trullo, disrupting their intense discussion with a barrage of pointed questions and accusations. The young man's sudden appearance sends shockwaves through the room, leaving everyone grappling with the weight of long-buried secrets. Joe, visibly shaken, seems overwhelmed by the implications of what he's stumbled upon, retreating into solitude to process the storm of emotions swirling within him. Could this moment mark a turning point for Joe, pushing him to uncover truths about his lineage that even he couldn't have anticipated? Meanwhile, Brooklyn refuses to let the matter rest, turning her sharp gaze on Lois and Gloria with a relentless determination to unearth the full story. She probes whether the two women exerted undue influence over a terminally ill Camilla Palmieri, Gio's late relative, coercing her to withhold critical information during her final days. Rumor has it that Camilla, in her weakened state, longed to confess a monumental family secret to Joe, perhaps about his true parentage or a hidden inheritance, but was dissuaded by Lois and Gloria's stern warnings. Brooklyn's interrogation paints a picture of betrayal. Did they prioritize family image over Camilla's dying wish? This conflict hints at deeper fractures within the Quartermaine-Trullo dynamic, setting the stage for revelations that could redefine their relationships forever. Jordan Ashford's intriguing connection with Professor Dalton. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Deputy Mayor Jordan Ashford finds herself drawn into an enigmatic conversation with the mysterious Jen Sidwell and the brilliant Professor Henry Hank Dalton. The trio discusses a groundbreaking initiative that promises to revolutionize the world, though specifics remain tantalizingly vague. Is this project tied to medical advancements, environmental innovation, or something far more controversial? Jordan, ever the astute investigator, seizes the opportunity for a private moment with Professor Dalton, their interaction brimming with subtle flirtation as she delicately probes for details about his work. The chemistry between them crackles with potential, raising questions about whether this connection could blur professional boundaries or even lead to a romantic entanglement down the line. Jordan's curiosity isn't merely personal. Her instincts as a protector of Port Charles kick into high gear. She senses there's more to Dalton's project than meets the occult. It involves risky technology or shady funding sources that threaten the town's safety. As she navigates this delicate dance of charm and inquiry, Jordan walks a tightrope, balancing her duty to uncover the truth with the growing rapport she feels with the charismatic professor. This subplot introduces a layer of suspense, leaving fans speculating about whether Dalton is a genuine visionary or a man harboring dangerous secrets beneath his polished exterior. Alexis Davis caught in a web of suspicion. At the law office, Alexis Davis finds herself in a precarious position as Marco Rios, a sharp-eyed associate, confronts her with unsettling suspicions about money laundering. His discovery of a shell corporation tied to her dealings raises red flags, and Marco's pointed questions leave Alexis visibly rattled. While she maintains her composure, carefully sidestepping full disclosure, her mind races with the potential consequences of this exposure. Could this accusation unravel years of carefully constructed defenses, or worse, drag her into legal jeopardy that even her sharp legal mind can't escape? Marco, for his part, adopts a surprisingly supportive stance, hinting at his willingness to maintain discretion and offer assistance. Is his offer genuine, or does he have an ulterior motive, perhaps hoping to leverage this knowledge for personal gain? Alexis, no stranger to navigating murky ethical waters, crafts a measured response to pacify Marco while scrambling to contain this latest crisis. And beknownst to both, a shadowy figure from Alexis's past might be pulling strings behind the Shell Corporation. A plot twist that could tie this scandal to a larger conspiracy threatening to engulf not just Alexis, but several key players in Port Charles. This storyline pulses with tension, promising a slow burn of intrigue as Alexis fights to protect her reputation and freedom. Jason Morgan and Carly Spencer's high-stakes conflict. Across town, Jason Morgan braces himself for a storm as Carly Spencer plunges headfirst into a deeply personal crisis. Carly's fierce determination to wrest her grandchildren from Willow Corinthos knows no bounds, her resolve fueled by a protective maternal instinct that borders on obsession. She declares her intent to do whatever it takes, even if it means crossing dangerous moral lines, a prospect that alarms Jason profoundly. As her longtime confidant and protector, Jason fears the collateral damage of Carly's reckless crusade, worried that her actions could irreparably fracture family ties or invite legal repercussions. In an effort to rein her in, Jason urges Carly to step back, reminding her of Michael Corinthos' return to Port Charles and his rightful role in steering this custody battle with the guidance of legal eagle Diane Miller. Jason's voice of reason clashes with Carly's fiery passion, creating a rift between the two allies. Might Jason enlist an unexpected mediator, perhaps a mutual friend or family member, to help Carly see the bigger picture? This emotional tug-of-war underscores the complexity of loyalty and love within the Corinthos clan, painting a vivid portrait of a family at a crossroads. Sonny and Dante's heartfelt reconciliation. At Sonny Corinthos' residence, a poignant moment unfolds as Dante Falconeri extends a sincere apology to his father. Having recently grappled with the bombshell of discovering a grown son he never knew existed, Dante gains a newfound empathy for Sonny's past struggles with their own father-son revelation years ago. This shared experience softens Dante's perspective, leading him to regret the way he initially reacted to learning Sonny was his father. Their conversation brims with vulnerability, offering a rare glimpse into the healing of old wounds as they rebuild trust brick by brick. Sonny, in turn, opens up about the latest developments in his life, including Michael's homecoming and the whirlwind surrounding Joe Palmieri's arrival. This father-son bonding session extends into a heartfelt discussion with Jason later in the episode, where Sonny unloads his concerns and hopes for the future. Could this renewed closeness with Dante inspire Sonny to mend other strained relationships, or will external force like brewing mob tension shred in this fragile peace? This storyline weaves a thread of redemption through the chaos, reminding viewers of the enduring power of family even amidst Port Charles's darkest dramas. Trina Robinson stands up for Josslyn Jax. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson finds herself thrust into a protective role as she leaps to defend her best friend, Josslyn Jax, from escalating conflict. The tension likely stems from a clash with Emma Scorpio Drake, whose sharp words or actions provoke Trina's fierce loyalty. The specifics of their disagreement remain unclear, perhaps a misunderstanding over a mutual love interest or a betrayal of trust, but Trina's unwavering support for Josslyn shines through, showcasing the strength of their friendship. Might Trina's intervention spark a larger rift among Port Charles's younger generation, or will it pave the way for reconciliation? This moment highlights Trina's growth into a confident, assertive young woman unafraid to stand up for those she loves. As she navigates this sticky situation, Trina might uncover a hidden layer to the conflict, possibly tied to a secret Emma's been keeping that could change everything. This subplot adds a youthful energy to the episode, balancing the heavier adult dramas with the relatable struggles of friendship and loyalty. Rick Lansing's urgent maneuvers and Alexis's predicament. Finally, Rick Lansing stirs the pot with a frantic phone call, urgently summoning someone to the courthouse as divorce and custody proceedings loom. Whether he's pressing Nina Reeves to hurry or reaching out to another key player remains a mystery, but his tone crackles with desperation. Rick's scheming nature comes to the forefront as SpoiIers hint at him coercing Alexis into a pre-hearing meeting, likely to manipulate the outcome of the legal battle. Is Rick playing a long game to secure leverage over Alexis, or does he genuinely seek a resolution that benefits both parties? Alexis, already juggling Marco's suspicions, finds herself further entangled in Rick's machinations, potentially alongside Ava Jerome. The possibility of turning Rick and Ava against each other emerges as Alexis's best hope to extricate herself from this mess. Could she unearth a scandalous tidbit, perhaps a shared secret from their past, to drive a wedge between them? This legal and personal battlefield promises high drama, with Alexis's cunning pitted against Rick's ruthless ambition in a clash that could reshape alliances across Port Charles. Next, we will delve into the tantalizing possibility of Morgan Corinthos making a jaw-dropping return to Port Charles following his brother Michael Corinthos' stunning reappearance. Could Carly Spencer and Sonny Corinthos be on the verge of reuniting with their other son, long presumed dead after a tragic explosion? This lingering question has kept fans buzzing with excitement and speculation for years. Join us as we explore the dramatic circumstances of Morgan's disappearance, the fervent hope for his comeback, and the potential twists and turns that could accompany his return. With fresh details, imaginative additions, and a deep dive into what this storyline could mean for the residents of Port Charles, we're painting a vivid picture of a resurrection that could shake the very foundation of the Corinthos family. The tragic mystery of Morgan's disappearance. The heartbreaking saga of Morgan Corinthos remains etched in the memories of General Hospital viewers as one of the most gut-wrenching losses in Port Charles history. Presumed dead after a catastrophic explosion, Morgan's demise came under harrowing circumstances when he attempted to steal a car belonging to Julian Jerome, unaware it had been rigged with a deadly bomb. The sinister plot was orchestrated by Olivia Jerome, who aimed to eliminate her own brother, Julian, in a ruthless bid for power. Adding to the tragedy, Evie Jerome had been secretly tampering with Morgan's bipolar medication, exacerbating his vulnerable mental state and indirectly contributing to the fatal chain of events. In the aftermath of the blast, only a handful of Morgan's personal belongings were recovered, fragments of a life cut short. With no body or definitive remains to confirm his passing, the grieving Corinthos family buried those meager items in his grave, holding a somber memorial to say goodbye. Yet, the absence of concrete evidence has left a sliver of hope alive. Could Morgan have survived the explosion, perhaps wandering somewhere far from Port Charles, lost to himself and his loved ones? This unresolved mystery opens the door to countless possibilities. What if Morgan was thrown clear of the explosion by sheer luck, sustaining injuries that left him with amnesia, much like Sonny Corinthos' transformative stint in Nixon Falls? Imagine him living under a new identity in a distant town, and aware of the family desperately mourning him. Perhaps he's been taken in by a kind stranger, working a humble job at a diner or a garage, piecing together a quiet life while fragments of his past flicker in forgotten dreams. This haunting uncertainty fuels the longing for closure among fans and the Corinthos clan alike, setting the stage for a return that would be nothing short of monumental. Fan frenzy and the call for Morgan's return. Ever since Morgan's presumed death sent shockwaves through Port Charles, the General Hospital fanbase has been abuzz with theories and fervent wishes for his miraculous return. Social media platforms light up regularly with discussions about Morgan, as viewers reminisce about his fiery spirit, complex struggles with bipolar disorder, and the deep bonds he shared with his family. While Morgan has made fleeting appearances in haunting dreams and poignant hallucinations of a life lost too soon, fans crave more than ghostly cameos. They yearn to see him stride back into reality, breathing life into the Corinthos household once again. The emotional resonance of his character, coupled with the unresolved nature of his exit, keeps hope alive that one day, Morgan will reclaim his place among the living. For now, the spotlight shines brightly on Michael Corinthos, whose recent return has captivated audiences and given actor Rory Gibson ample room to settle into the recast role with remarkable finesse. The show's decision to focus on Michael's reintegration into Port Charles' life is a strategic one, allowing viewers to fully embrace Gibson's portrayal before introducing another major character shift. Gibson's impactful performance has earned widespread acclaim, with his dramatic reveal as Michael adding a fresh layer of intrigue to the Corinthos saga. Still, whispers persist among devoted fans. Once Michael's storyline stabilizes, could the stage be set for Morgan to emerge from the shadows? The anticipation builds with each episode, as viewers hold their breath for a double-sibling reunion that would send emotional ripples across the entire town. The possibility of a recast or Brian Craig's triumphant return. As speculation about Morgan's return gains momentum, the question of who would portray him looms large. Introducing Morgan as a recast character presents both a challenge and an opportunity for General Hospital's creative team. While fans often form deep attachments to original actors, a carefully chosen new face could breathe fresh energy into Morgan's story, especially if paired with a compelling narrative to explain his long absence. Picture a rugged, slightly weathered Morgan stepping back into Port Charles, his features altered by time and hardship, but his essence that fierce loyalty and inner turmoil still unmistakably Corinthos. With the right actor, this recast could not only win over skeptics but also become a beloved addition to the show's roster, sparking new rivalries and romances. However, for many longtime viewers, there's only one Morgan Corinthos, Brian Craig, whose nuanced performance left an indelible mark on the character. Craig's ability to convey Morgan's vulnerability, rage, and love made him a standout, and the prospect of enticing him back for a long-term role sends pulses racing. Imagine the emotional weight of Morgan reuniting with Carly and Sonny, tears streaming as they embrace the son they thought they'd lost forever. Beyond family dynamics, Morgan's return could ignite fiery competition with Michael over romantic entanglements, perhaps a shared interest in a new love interest, or a rekindled flame from the past. Whether through Craig's return or a bold recast, Morgan's comeback promises to deliver high-stakes drama that would captivate audiences and redefine the Corinthos legacy. Crafting Morgan's epic backstory. Where has he been? If Morgan does make his long-awaited return, the writers have a treasure trove of narrative possibilities to explain his years away from Port Charles. One plausible scenario could involve a harrowing hostage situation. Perhaps Morgan was captured by remnants of Olivia Jerram's criminal network, held captive in a remote location as leverage against Sonny. Years of isolation might have reshaped his psyche, leaving him hardened or haunted by the ordeal, yet determined to reclaim his life. Alternatively, a brainwashing plot could add a darker twist. Imagine Morgan reprogrammed by a shadowy organization, stripped of his memories and turned into a reluctant operative until a chance encounter triggers flashes of his true identity. Such a storyline would offer a slow, gripping journey of rediscovery as Morgan fights to remember who he is. Another compelling angle could center on dramatic amnesia, a classic soap opera trope that fits Morgan's mysterious disappearance perfectly. Perhaps he was rescued after the explosion by a compassionate stranger nurse or farmer in a small coastal town who nursed him back to health while he grappled with a total loss of memory. Living under a name like Nat Carter, he might have built a modest existence, unaware of the wealth, danger, and love waiting for him back home. A random news clipping about Port Charles or a familiar face passing through could be the key to unlocking his past, sending him on a quest to uncover the truth. Whatever backstory the writers choose, Morgan's absence could also tie into larger conspiracy, maybe even a hidden connection to a current Port Charles villain, adding layers of suspense to his return. The potential for emotional reunions, shocking betrayals, and newfound purpose makes this storyline a goldmine of dramatic potential. The impact of Morgan's return on Port Charles. Should Morgan walk back into the lives of his family and friends, the ripple effects would be felt far beyond the Corinthos household. For Carly and Sonny, the joy of reclaiming their son would be tempered by the pain of years lost and the challenge of integrating a changed Morgan into their world. Their dynamic as parents could shift dramatically. Carly might overcompensate with protectiveness, while Sonny grapples with guilt over failing to find Morgan sooner. Sibling tensions with Michael could flare as well, especially if Morgan's return stirs up unresolved issues of rivalry or if they clash over business decisions within the Corinthos empire. Might Morgan align himself with a different faction in Port Charles, creating new alliances that challenge Michael's standing? Romantic subplots would also take center stage, with Morgan potentially rekindling old flames or sparking fresh attractions. Imagine him crossing paths with a character like Josslyn, whose own journey of loss and growth could mirror his, forging a deep, unexpected bond. Alternatively, a rivalry with Michael over a mutual love interest, perhaps a charismatic newcomer to Port Charles, could ignite fireworks, blending personal and family drama into a potent mix. Beyond individual relationships, Morgan's return could unearth buried secrets about the night of the explosion, implicating characters who thought their roles in the tragedy were hidden forever. Ava Jerome, for instance, might face renewed scrutiny over her meddling with Morgan's medication, while whispers of Olivia Jerram's lingering influence could resurface. This seismic event would reshape the town's landscape, proving that in Port Charles, the past is never truly dead. Fan voices, recast or original, who should play Morgan? The debate over Morgan's return inevitably circles back to fan opinions, which remain as passionate as ever. Social media feeds overflow with polls and discussions about whether a recast could do justice to Morgan's complex character or if Brian Craig is the only actor who can truly embody him. Some fans argue that a recast offers a chance for reinvention, allowing Morgan's story to explore new dimensions while honoring his roots. Others insist that Craig's emotional depth and chemistry with the cast, especially with Laura Wright as Carly and Maurice Benard as Sonia, are irreplaceable, making his return the ultimate wish. What do you think? Would you welcome a new actor stepping into Morgan's shoes, or does your heart belong to Brian Craig's portrayal? And what kind of storyline would you dream up for Morgan's comeback? Amnesia, captivity, or something entirely unexpected? Next, we will explore the heartwarming news of a beloved soap opera star's recent nuptials as Jack Wagner, known for his iconic roles across daytime television, tied the knot with Michelle Wolf in a beautiful ceremony. Surrounded by their cherished family, this union has caught many fans by surprise, igniting a wave of joy and curiosity among Hardys and soap enthusiasts alike. Join us as we dive into the details of their intimate wedding and cover the journey of their relationship. Reflect on Jack's personal history filled with both triumphs and tragedies, and ponder what this new chapter means for the busy actor and musician. With fresh insights, expanded storytelling, and imaginative elements woven into this celebration of love, let's paint a vivid picture of a day that marks a new beginning for Jack Wagner. A joyous union, Jack and Michelle say I do. In a moment that radiated pure happiness, Jack Wagner and Michelle Wolf exchanged vows on a memorable Saturday in May, sealing their love in front of a tight-knit circle of family and friends. Michelle, beaming with delight, shared the exhilarating news on her Instagram no set to private with a jubilant caption exclaiming, "We did it! Married in front of our little family." Accompanying her words was a treasure trove of photographs capturing the essence of their special day. The images showcased the couple wrapped in each other's arms, their smiles reflecting an unspoken promise of forever. From tender embraces against a backdrop of blooming spring flowers to candid shots of laughter, the love between Jack and Michelle was palpable, painting a portrait of a union destined to endure. One particularly touching snapshot featured a family moment, with Jack's son Peter Wagner and Michelle's daughter, Ornella Wolf, standing proudly beside the newlyweds. The genuine happiness etched on their faces spoke volumes about the blended family's unity, a testament to the strength and warmth that Jack and Michelle have fostered. The ceremony, reportedly held at a quaint countryside venue adorned with rustic charm, think fairy lights twinkling over a garden arc, offered an intimate setting that mirrored the couple's down-to-earth nature. This wedding, though small in scale, brimmed with heartfelt emotion, offering a glimpse into a deeply personal milestone that has left fans eager to learn more about the couple's journey to this magical day. Reflecting on Jack Wagner's personal journey. For longtime fans of Jack Wagner, this wedding stirs a mix of joy and poignant reflection, given the profound personal challenges he has faced over the years. Many will recall the devastating loss of Jack's son, Harrison Wagner, who tragically passed away in 2020 due to an accidental drug overdose. Harrison, alongside his brother Peter, was born during Jack's marriage to Christina Wagner, his ABC General Hospital co-star, who shared many unforgettable on-screen moments with him as Frisco and Felicia. The pain of losing Harrison cast a shadow over Jack's life, a grief that resonated deeply with fans who admired his strength in the face of such heartbreak. Yet, amidst this sorrow, Jack has found solace in his remaining family, including Peter, who stood by his side at the wedding, embodying resilience and hope. Additionally, Jack's family tapestry includes another layer of complexity with his daughter, Carrie, born from a brief relationship and placed for adoption as a baby. In a remarkable turn of fate, Carrie sought out her birth parents in 2011 with the help of a professional, leading to an emotional reunion with Jack. This reconnection added a new dimension to his life, showcasing his openness to embracing family bonds, no matter how unconventional their origins. As Jack stood at the altar with Michelle, one can only imagine the bittersweet emotions swirling within him: gratitude for the present, remembrance of those lost, and anticipation for a future woven with new family memories. This wedding, then, symbolizes not just a union of two souls, but a celebration of healing and the enduring power of love. A surprise for Hardys, the quiet romance revealed. For the legion of Hardy-esque devoted fans of Jack Wagner, from his role in When Calls the Heart, news of his marriage came as a delightful shock. While Michelle had occasionally shared glimpses of their relationship through social media, posting sweet snapshots of the duo over the years, Jack himself maintained his characteristic discretion. Known for keeping his personal life out of the public eye, Jack's social media presence focuses more on professional updates than private milestones, leaving fans to piece together clues about his off-screen world. This reticence only amplified the surprise when Michelle's wedding announcement broke, revealing a love story that had quietly blossomed away from the spotlight. Jack's privacy extends to his romantic history as well. Following his divorce from Wagner in 2006 after a marriage that spanned over a decade, Jack experienced another high-profile relationship with Heather Locklear, his co-star from Melrose Place. Their engagement in the early 2010s ultimately ended due to the strain of conflicting schedules and postponed wedding plans, marking a period of singledom for Jack until Michelle entered his life. Adding to the unexpected nature of the wedding news was Jack's recent on-screen appearance filming for The Bold and the Beautiful in the breathtaking locale of Capri, Italy, just weeks before tying the knot. Fans who followed the stunning coverage of his Italian shoot were floored to learn that amidst such a hectic schedule, Jack managed to carve out time for a life-changing personal event. May proved to be a whirlwind month for the actor, blending the demands of his career with the joy of new beginnings in a way that only Jack Wagner could. The musical bond that sparked a romance. At the heart of Jack and Michelle's love story lies a shared passion for music, a connection that predates their romantic relationship by over a decade. Michelle Wolf, a talented musician and voiceover artist known for her commercial work, first crossed paths with Jack in a professional capacity as collaborators in the music industry. Vintage photos Michelle shared on social media captured during recording sessions in a cozy studio filled with instruments and sheet music reveal the duo working side by side, harmonizing melodies long before harmonizing their lives. These early images, tinged with nostalgia, hint at a camaraderie built on creativity, laughter, and mutual respect, laying the groundwork for something deeper to emerge. Their transition from colleagues to partners officially began on January 12, 2021, a date celebrated as their anniversary the following year. What started as late-night songwriting sessions and shared gigs at intimate venues evolved into stolen glances, heartfelt conversations over coffee, and eventually, a romance that neither could deny. Picture them singing duets under dim lights at a small jazz club, their voices intertwining as effortlessly as their lives would soon do. 4 years after that pivotal moment, Jack and Michelle have now embarked on the ultimate dude marriage. Their journey from studio partners to soulmates adds a poetic layer to their union, proving that sometimes, the sweetest songs are written not just in notes, but in the quiet moments of falling in love. Jack Wagner's busy horizon and fan reactions. As Jack Wagner basks in the glow of newlywed bliss, his professional life shows no signs of slowing down, a testament to his enduring popularity as both an actor and musician. Fresh off filming scenes for The Bold and the Beautiful in the scenic vistas of Capri, Jack is already gearing up for his next venture, heading to Vancouver to begin production on Season 13 of When Calls the Heart, in Hope Valley, where his character Bill Avery continues to win hearts. Jack will dive back into the period drama that has cemented his status among hearties worldwide. This packed schedule, moving seamlessly from one set to another across continents, highlights the relentless energy of a man who thrives in the spotlight while cherishing private joys like his recent marriage. Hearties and soap fans alike have flooded online platforms with messages of congratulations, their happiness for Jack tempered only by their surprise at how quietly he kept this romance under wraps. Many admit they had no inkling of his relationship with Michelle, with some fans marveling at how he balanced international filming commitments with planning a wedding. Others express delight in seeing Jack find his happily ever after, especially after the personal hardships he's endured. The outpouring of support reflects the deep connection fans feel with Jack, whose on-screen charisma and off-screen resilience have made him a beloved figure. Whether it's reminiscing about his days on General Hospital or anticipating his next steps in Hope Valley, fans are unanimous in their joy for this new chapter in his life. Imagining the future for Jack and Michelle. Looking ahead, the future seems bright for Jack Wagner and Michelle Wolf as they navigate married life amidst the whirlwind of Jack's career. One can envision cozy evenings in between filming schedules, where the couple unwinds by strumming guitars together or planning impromptu getaways to recharge. Perhaps Michelle will join Jack on location for a future project. blending their love of music with the adventure of travel. Imagine them exploring Vancouver's lush landscapes during breaks from When Calls the Heart production. Their shared creative spirit could even lead to a joint musical project, a collaborative album, or a series of charity concerts to give back to causes close to their hearts, further cementing their bond. For their blended family, this marriage offers a chance to build new traditions: annual vacations with Peter and Ornella, or hosting holiday gatherings filled with music and laughter. Jack's history of embracing family, as seen in his reunion with Carrie, suggests he and Michelle will prioritize creating a nurturing environment for their loved ones. Fans can only hope that Michelle might share occasional updates even if Jack remains private, offering glimpses into their life together, a duet performance at a local event, or a casual snapshot of a quiet Sunday brunch. As Jack continues to captivate on screen, this real-life love story promises to be just as compelling, a reminder that even in the fast-paced world of showbiz, true love finds a way to flourish. Welcome back to the heartwarming updates from the world of General Hospital and beyond, where Jack Wagner's marriage to Michelle Wolf has given us all a reason to smile. From their musical beginnings to a surprise wedding that touched hearts, this couple's journey is a beautiful testament to love's enduring power. Stay tuned to the ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel for more celebrity news and soap opera drama. Hearties and fans, let us know in the comments, were you surprised by Jack's wedding? Did you know about his romance with Michelle? We'd love to hear your thoughts.